Hey everyone, Derek here with a quick news update on the Castlevania Anniversary Collection, as we not only got the other 4 games in the collection, but a release date for it as well. Now this entire collection is going to be out on May 16th, and the 4 games we knew previously were the original Castlevania, Castlevania 2 Belmont's Revenge for the Game Boy, Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse, and Super Castlevania 4. Now we have confirmation that the other 4 games are Castlevania Bloodlines for the Genesis, which is really exciting because this is the first time it's been re-released ever. It's never been ported to any other system, not even on the Wii Shop channel. Now it is going to be part of the Genesis Mini, but that's not until September, so this still counts as the first port. The next game is really cool as well, as it's Kid Dracula. Now as part of my streaming series, I actually showed off Kid Dracula on the Game Boy, but this is not that game. This is Kid Dracula on the NES, which is the first time it's ever been released internationally. So that's really cool that we're getting a Castlevania game that we've never had before, and I've heard from people that the Game Boy one is a little bit better, but I'm still really interested in checking out the NES original. The next game I'm not so excited about, Castlevania The Adventure, the original Game Boy game and not Rebirth. In fact, Rebirth is not part of this collection, which is a bit of a bummer, but I suppose it is part of the history of Castlevania, so it's good to preserve it, and I would be quite interested in seeing the design documents for the game that are included with these collections. Now, The Adventure, in my opinion, is the worst Castlevania game ever made, but I think it's still worth trying out to see why I think that. Finally, we have Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest, which has a bit of a bad reputation, but is honestly not that bad. As long as you have a guide with you, you can figure out where to go, and there's still fun to be had with it. So overall, this is a pretty good collection. All of it takes place before Rondo of Blood, which does make sense in retrospect so it doesn't conflict with Castlevania Requiem, and Konami has already mentioned the possibility of future Castlevania collections, which could mean our next collection could include Rondo of Blood, Symphony of the Night, the 3 Game Boy Advance Castlevania games, and the 3 DS Castlevania games, which would be an amazing collection. All of those games are quality titles, some much more than others of course, but none of those are bad. But yeah, what do you think about this? Are you going to pick up the collection? Let us know in the comments, and of course be sure to subscribe to GameXplain for more on Castlevania and other things gaming as well. Until next time, bye.